All right, we're finally talking about it. I mean, I know for a fact that I already happen to have a job as a moderator in one of the Vocaloid fan club servers on Discord, and I'm not gonna post. I'm not gonna post this video there, but even then, I know for a fact that I'm still gonna get terminated, even though he said that he said that he's not gonna take action on anything outside the server, but I know he's going to go back on his word, and yeah, so I'm just gonna be risking my neck saying this, but this really has to be said. Like, I know for a fact that there already was a video done by Rima Evenstar. Yeah, Rima Evenstar. She said something along the lines of, "Oh, there is this Hatsune Miku impersonator who happens to have just just done some horrible things, and they were trying to hide the fact that they're an imposter and what have you. Well, this is not about that. For this, we're actually going to reveal how scummy the real Hatsune Miku it actually is. Yeah, we're actually going to go over like how scummy she truly is, how scummy the company is, and what have you. And it's actually much more serious than you think, and it's actually much more egregious than you think. And yeah, let's get into it. So, these grievances pertain specifically to Miku Expo contests, song contests, and art contests. And that we're gonna talk about both, but the song contests are what really get to the yes. This is where most of the egregiousness happens. So first Miku Expo contest. Okay, so the winner was Circus P, a company insider. So you can clearly see where we're going with this, which makes this one very suspicious. They already said like, oh, it has to be independent entries. It has to be it has to be independent entries. It has to be unpublished entries. Like, then why is the company letting company insiders participate in these song contests? I have no clue why. Like, that all the more puts a dent in Crypton's credibility. Uh, anyway, there isn't much to say about this contest specifically, but you'll notice that with a lot of their song contests and other song contests from other companies as well, that there are so many red flags that make them actually not legitimate. Like, not all that much legitimate. Examples include company insiders and other big names being allowed to participate. Remember, song contests are supposed to be where unknown names try to build their name through official means, and the fact that a big name is just able to swoop in and just win the song contest like that, it defeats the whole point. And I can go on another rant about this as well, but like the short of it is, these kinds of contest rigging is like pretty much inevitable, because it's either a big name just swoops in and wins the whole thing, or nobody really cares about who participates in the song contest. So it's like, so it all the more so it all the more drives another like all the more drives another nail in the coffin as to like, yeah, this is why song contests in general are just not worth your time. Um, so yeah, big company insiders, other big names being allowed to participate, submissions being open well past the deadline, decisions that contradict what's written on the rules. You'll see a common pattern here pretty soon. Second contest. Okay, what happened there? This was the only song contest that went well enough that it didn't raise any particular red flags. Submissions closed on time and there wasn't a specific theme they were going for, so there wasn't much to worry about. Another EDM song won the song contest, but the winner was a newcomer with very meta message, so it was alright. But it would be the only song contest where there wouldn't be that much controversy. Third contest. This is where the quality of these contests take a sudden dive, and you're going to see it like it gets blatant as you go along. So the theme behind this song contest in particular was Europe. And the winner was some fiesta style song that wasn't even mixed or produced properly. Drums sounded weak, instruments just lacked clarity overall. The overall quality was just lackluster. The obvious red flag is that the winning entry did not fit the theme of the song at all. That alone should be a red flag. But the fact that you as you go along, you'll start to notice that there's a theme here, like they really want the best, like quality songs, but then the quality of the set songs are just no, they're mediocre at best. And while the producer's win was somewhat deserved, there was some other song that was much more worthy of the win than the one that was chosen. It was a rock song with much better production, arrangement, and sound design. So that should have won instead of what actually ended up winning. It was from the same producer. Fourth contest. This is even the worst of it. This is where it gets really, really bad. Most Miku Expo songs, or at the time anyway, were reimagined into pop rock instrumentation. They were mostly EDM songs, but they were reimagined into pop rock instrumentation. So they were basically playing pop rock throughout. They had guitar players and everything. The winner that was chosen, so bear in mind they didn't have guitars. That's problem number one. The winner that was chosen for this is a complete outlier choice that would ruin the flow of the rest of the set list due to its extremely slow tempo compared to the rest of the set. The rest of the set list was like a little more up tempo, a little more like upbeat and what have you, and you have this really slow mumble rap song that doesn't fit the rest of the set. And Crypton made it very obvious they just wanted to get in on the mumble rap bandwagon just because it was popular. And it really was a cheap shot from the part of the makers who did the song. Like, it really was a cheap shot. The sound design and the compo of the song in question was just basic and rudimentary. The mix lacked clarity. Yeah, the winning group knew that this style was so popular they made a cheap shot knowing fully well that it was their cheat code to get the default win. Fifth contest. This is where Crypton reveals their true colors. The first red flag we noticed was that the submissions were still open for multiple weeks well past the submission deadline. That already sets the precedent, proving that the next song contest after this one was very likely also cheated the exact same way. There is a precedent for it. There is proof that it has happened before. So it's very obvious that the next song contest was probably cheated the exact same way. All three winners of the song contest were submitted at least 5 days past the deadline. The so-called official story is that the entrants that submitted the private song pages, the official story, the so-called official story, is that the entrants have submitted the private song pages through SoundCloud's own so-called private share function in their submission form. I tested this long before they announced that. And it's not possible. It's not possible. You cannot share a privated song outside SoundCloud. So that means either A, they submitted the link separately through sending a DM through Crypton's SoundCloud account, which even that is against the rules, so that even if that were the case, it still constitutes cheating. Or B, the more likely scenario, they actually submitted the entries 5 days late. There's no other explanation. These guys clearly cheated. This directly contradicts the rules that were explicitly stated on the contest page. It said late entries will not be considered, and late entries were considered. And not only were they considered, but they went on to win. Sixth contest. The cheating doesn't stop there. All the links were set to be privately shared for some reason. They just decided to just not have them hosted on SoundCloud anymore. They just want all the stems and all the WAV files just handled like privately. This all the more makes it obvious that they really want to get away with breaking the rules. So they just want to hide the evidence that they were breaking the rules, but the precedent is already there. So it kind of shows that yeah, they probably did this again. And guess who won the contest? It was no straight answer. Another company insider. Like, what happened to never released unreleased independent music being the contest rules? Like, why is a company insider in this thing? And again, there is precedent there, so very likely he submitted it late because the oh god damn it, because the song contest, like the submissions were still open for like several weeks even after the period ended. So the very likely scenario is that they left it open for those last minute entries, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, the actual songs weren't very good, so they had to get late entries. I'll get to that in a bit. Like, that shouldn't be happening either. Anyway, yes, some of the entries that won were already like I found them on like all the platforms like YouTube and SoundCloud, even though they were like, yeah, you can't upload them anywhere else during the song contest period, and yet there they are. Oh, it's a song contest entry for this song contest. Like, you can't do that. And some of these actually won. And that's the salt in the wound. And further salt in the wound, the winner of the art contest, the art side of things, the winner of the art contest was discovered to have been done entirely by AI. And guess what? Nothing was done about it. Nothing was done. So why should you care? Oh, it's all just for fun. It's all just a fun, silly fan contest. No, it isn't. As soon as anything tangible is on the line, it's not for fun anymore. Even if the tickets weren't an issue, which it was, the exclusive merch items you get will sell for loads of money, and the voucher will allow you to get a lot of extra Vocaloid products to really give you a competitive edge. There's also plenty of argument being made. There's also plenty of arguments to be made that this type of song contest like structure is a form of speculative work, which also raises legal and ethical concerns. Oh, you just thought you didn't win. I couldn't care less if I win or not, okay? This is a prestigious company that's acting dodgier than EA. Okay, let that sink in. Why are company insiders participating in an unpublished independent work only song contest? It directly goes against its own rules. Think about that for a moment. Oh, you still get good exposure. No, you don't. Exposure doesn't even pay the bills. And even then, the exposure you get for being a participant without even getting an honorable mention is next to nothing. And these are genuine musicians that Crypton is routinely shafting to make themselves and their characters look good. Okay? Before anyone says that companies make mistakes, these are not mistakes. This is a routine, multi-year pattern. Okay? Remember that one producer who unlocked himself for not getting any credit? Yeah, this is that all over again, bro. This is exactly that all over again. Oh, if you don't like it, just don't enter. This is a multi-year corruption pattern that we are pointing out here. It poisons the entire ecosystem of not just Miku contests in general, but song contests as a whole and the entire music industry in general. I've been making rants about the lack of any real competitive integrity in chess and other sports. Like, this is exactly what I mean, and somehow even in music you can't escape it. Oh, Crypton did so much for community. What community? Like, it's not like the fandom even cares about anybody that is even a big name. Like, these aren't mistakes either. This is a pattern that spans multiple years. Let that sink in. Insiders winning, late entries winning, submissions being open past the deadline, unfitting entries winning, winning entries already being published outside the boundaries that were set during the contest period. You can't post it elsewhere during the contest period. It's literally a clown show. It's literally a clown show. You guys care about our contests being won by blatant cheats, and somehow you don't put your money where your mouth is when it comes to songs. The hypocrisy knows no bounds. The hypocrisy knows no bounds. The more cultural power a company has, the more damage they do when they run unfair contests, because creators are investing into what they think is a merit-based gateway into that ecosystem. Oh, if the legit entries were any good, they probably didn't need the late ones. That doesn't even justify squat. And that's just flat out, like, classic victim blaming logic there. And it only does more damage on Crypton's credibility because, like, oh, rules are meant to be broken. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. If what is enforced doesn't match what's written, that's plain fraud. That's plain fraud. These contests are one of the only official ways small producers can get visibility through Miko's brand. So when the gateway is rigged or careless, it looks out a whole tier of new talent. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. Then why are you complaining about the deteriorating Miku Expo's production value and increasing prices and effort, increasing prices and deteriorating effort coupled with mismanagement and the like? It's all connected. Some of you already have pointed out the issues in the forums, but it's just that it's worse than you thought. Oh, are you attacking Hatsune Miku? Like, okay, call me a hater all you want, but when you get burned this badly so many times and lied to by a company or character that claims to bring positivity to the masses, you're bound to hate her too. They're all acting on false pretenses. And it's just sickening. There's a reason why plenty of people genuinely hate Hatsune Miku now. Yeah, call me a hater all you want, but once you've walked my shoes, yeah, you're gonna hate her too. There's a reason why Giuseppe lashed out when the fandom kept not appreciating his work while blindly defending companies that routinely act in bad faith. Think about that for a moment.